Dam. It's really windy. Time is 87 degrees in case you're curious on temperature or whatever this time of year. If I were you and you don't have a Class A or a Class C, unhook and then do this. I guess my theory is they're going to nickel and dime you to death here.
Welcome to the channel of the Roving Vets. On this episode, we're going to go to the Hoover Dam.
The Hoover Dam area, very windy. I had to roll my windows up a minute ago just to keep stuff from blowing out of my car. It was, yeah. Anyway, in case you did not know, you might not have, one side of, there's Arizona, because the Hoover Dam is Colorado River, right? Well, it separates Arizona and it separates Nevada. So here's I guess a spillage way is what it said. I didn't actually read the sign, but it said something similar to that. So it's like really whitish color at the bottom, right? So that is how deep this used to be. I will say this much though. I did see on the news this week that after this week there will be 1 foot added to Lake Mead. 1 foot. And that does not actually sound like a lot, but it's actually a whole lot when you think of how big Lake Mead is. But just look at that. This area has been in the largest drought in forever, it seems like. But decade-long drought here in this area, and you can tell because look at that line. That looks crazy. Well, I found this. So I've been finding those actually at a lot of the national parks that we've been to so far. We'll say that is by far the shiniest one I've seen. So I had to take a picture and a video of that one. I want to know how deep it is now. Like this is the Lake Mead. I just want to know how deep it still is. But you can see the Nevada time right there, and then that one over there was the one with the Arizona time. But remember, part of the year Nevada and Arizona have the same time, and the other part of the year they don't, because Arizona does not change time. There is no spring forward, fall back in the state of Arizona. They stay at one time. So currently in April, Arizona and Nevada are the same time zone, which is Pacific time zone. And then when the time changes in the fall, Arizona will be mountain time and Nevada will still be Pacific time. Your national park pass is not going to work at the Hoover Dam. It's going to cost you $10 just to go in the visitor center. And the guy told me it was a $15 if you want to do the tour. But I'm not going to do it because I'm here without Rob and I don't want to do it without him and have to pay for it. If it was free, that'd be one thing. So on to the place where you just buy stuff, I guess. In case you're curious, you probably cannot actually read that because of the whatever. It tells you how many parking places are available and it costs you $10 to park. So I'm kind of seeing a going rate here. $10 for the visitor center, $10 to park, $15 for the tour. So yeah. Well, I guess my theory is they're going to nickel and dime you to death here. I couldn't see anything earlier. It went from there to there, right? But that's the other part of it. I just couldn't see because they have the walls so tall. Because I guess they don't want anybody falling over, but they forget there's people like me that are short. But at least I saw it, I guess. So it's way, way, way low on this side, right? On that side is the side they have way high. You can see where the line is. Tell you what, that is a long way down. Long way down. For a second, I'm like, hey, I'm cool, there's a wall here. And then I'm like, oh, that's a long way down. Don't forget sunscreen. I forgot sunscreen, but I am just getting back from the beach, so I think I got a pretty good enough base tan going on. But It's kind of a little bit of a walking well, it could be, it could not be. I guess it depends on you. I didn't pay to park. You can pay to park over where all the stuff is, or you can do what I did and just park in one of the lookout spots and just walk all the way down there. It is a lot of walking, not gonna lie, but it's free. Plus, I wanted to see all of this anyway, and so why not? I parked on the far end, walked one side down, walked the other side back. That way I could kind of see it all. So, yeah. Especially since everything is like 10 bucks, like everything. If you're doing the RV thing, y'all know we have one. We literally crossed the country in ours. This is not the spot. There are hardly any parking places. They're all hard to get into. If I were you and you don't have a Class A or a Class C, unhook and then do this. Because if not, you're absolutely gonna be struggling. I'll put it that way. There's not enough spots, and I don't know that I would say it's worth it. Now, obviously, if you have a Class A or Class C and you don't have a vehicle, you got to do what you got to do. But Vegas is only like 30 minutes from here. I would really rent a car before I would ever do this with an RV. Not a chance. Okay, I'm not getting out of the car, but I drove all the way to the top where the lookout is, and there's actually RV spots up here. There's not a lot. So all I know to say is if you're gonna risk it, just know you might just be driving the whole time. I'm here in April. Well, actually it's May now. I'm here it's May 2nd, 2023. So in May of 2023, it looks to be pretty empty. I do realize school is still going on. It's after spring break, all of that. So it's not going to be busy, but at the same time, it's 87 degrees in case you're curious on temperature or whatever this time of year. 87 degrees is what my car says. So, and it's not too busy. Well, I know it's busier in the summer because we did come last summer and it was so busy and so crowded and we couldn't find anywhere really to park with my Jeep that we left. So, I mean, we didn't have to pay for anything because we didn't pay to park. There was nowhere, it was too crowded, whatever. So I'm going to say this is probably a really good time of the year to go. Plus, it's not too hot. I know I said it's 87, but y'all, it's a dry heat out here. It's not like in the South where it's so humid. You'd be miserable at 87 degrees. 87, and the only reason I'm even almost remotely sweating right now is because I just walked up a huge hill about as fast as I could because I felt like I needed some cardio. There's a gift shop and a refreshment store like towards the Outlook, the very, 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 very top that you can go. Its stuff is cheaper than the one at the bottom, just by barely. But there's also not as many options. So if you're on a budget and need some stickers, well, actually they did not have stickers. I get stickers everywhere because they go on my Jeep, they go on my kayaks. So there's no stickers here, so just know that. But there were magnets, and there were some actually that were just as cute as the ones down the way. And the magnets down the way, their cheapest ones they had were, if it was marked $6, then you could get 2 for $10. That was the cheapest ones down the hill. Up here at the top, the cheapest ones are $3.99. So depending on if you're getting $1 or $2 cheaper. So if you're on a budget, that might be a very good idea. Postcards up here were $1.25. I have no idea how much they were down there, but I will say this again. Sure, it's not the same, but if you don't have to get a postcard, a magnet, a sticker at the gift shops, you can always go to Walmart. There's a Walmart about 30 minutes from here in Vegas. Bet you they have Hoover Dam stickers, all of that stuff, because the one in Bullhead, was it Bullhead City? Yeah, the one in Bullhead City, Arizona, an hour and a half from here, has stickers and stuff from all of these places around here. So just an idea, if you're one of those people you have to get it from the gift shop, absolutely go ahead and do it. But if you don't and you just want a souvenir because you've been there, grab it around the area because it's still within 30 minutes, right? So does it really matter which gift shop you get it at? Just an idea of ways to save money. And the main reason I say that is because we have spent a lot of money on souvenirs, postcards, because we've been sending postcards across the country to a lot of people. I've been getting stickers, all this stuff. It adds up whenever you save $1, because I get minimum of 5 stickers everywhere I go because of what I put them on. So if you're saving $1 on each sticker, then all of a sudden, if I'm getting 5, then you just saved $5 from one spot. So just something to think about that. Now that we've been doing this for a little while, and I've actually kept all the receipts and started doing the budget and all that, I'm like, whoa, there's a lot of ways that we could cut back just because we just haven't been looking. But now that I did that and sat down and looked at how much money we've spent doing everything, I'm going to start looking for the cheaper options, because why not? You can use that money on other stuff.
All right, y'all, and now here are some pictures that I took while I was at Hoover Dam the first and the second time. I didn't get as many pictures at the Hoover Dam as I did other places, but here's what I got anyway. That's a wrap. See y'all next time.